KPFT HD2 streaming worldwide.
It's the boom clap on the top of the hour for you.
Well, there goes that. That's awesome. Whoa.
Well, what's up, everyone?
Brain fart.
Oh, that is the beginning. Okay.
You gotta remember that.
This is Tom.
This is Messiah.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
just
Garrett.
This is Garrett. We have our friend Garrett here with us today on the Long River Radio Show.
Here we are. We're here live and in person. I feel like, oh man, there's got to be like some kind of, like the stereotypical. You can do the jazz. It's like you've been listening to. That sounds too much like
we
a pilot.
do stuff like that sometimes.
Yeah, we try
okay.
to just mess around.
I'm trying to do it off the
Long
dome.
River Radio Show on KPFT XD2 in collaboration with the Living Arts.
Thank you, listeners.
Yes,
Wow.
This is Garrett from
It's
Bird
the boom clap and top of the hour. We got some funky jams we're gonna be playing for y'all later. I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Yes, talk about what you brought for us.
Oh, okay. Well, we were talking about our dogs and how sad it can be sometimes whenever they leave. That's what you're. That's what
I meant like what inspired your selection for today.
Oh, just things that happen throughout the day. So that's one of them. Like we were talking about how you had to hold your dog whenever you had to put it down, and that's a sad thing to do.
That is a sad
We
thing.
were definitely talking about that.
Yeah, I was listening to this song called Sam on the way up here, and it's perfect. It's a song by Sturgill Simpson about his hound dog that he loved very much, but left this world too soon. I got my first dog that I've had since I left my parents' house. Like even before that, I think the last dog I had was whenever I was like 12 or something.
Is this the same dog that Dano's dog likes?
Yeah, Goose is he'll take it from whatever end, but my dog Goose, this is the first dog I've had in years, and oh man, the thought of losing him is just hurts. So whenever I hear this song, it made me think of him, and yeah,
Cool.
Dogs are just ticking time bombs of sadness.
Oh. I used to work with a guy that said he didn't like having pets because he didn't want to get attached to something that he knew was going to die in like 10 years.
I mean,
I was like, that's like the worst reason to not ever want a pet.
but it's a valid reason.
Yeah, hey,
I 100% get it.
I mean, I have a dog. Yeah, but
I know.
You got a dog too, Messiah?
I have a tripod.
Yeah.
Oh, it's missing a foot.
Yeah,
It's already like 25% dead.
Guess what her name is?
Peggy.
I mean, you're right past Hoppy.
Coffee. Okay.
Because she's bitter like an IPA. She hates everybody.
Man, that's got some layers to it.
Yeah. I
He's
tried.
practiced that one a couple of times.
Yeah.
That's good.
Before COVID, I used to walk my 3/4 dog.
Yeah. All right, well then let's get into the music.
Yeah,
the song's called Sam by Sturgill Simpson. Yeah, it's a short one.
All right, here we go.
Well, a good dog on the ground's worth 3 in the saddle, no matter where you're from. Been many good dog was a friend to a man, but Sam was the greatest one. He was a hound of hounds, he was the wonder of all walkers. He loved howling at the moon, he loved treeing that raccoon. Most of all, he was my best friend, and he's gone too soon. He was a run of the litter, but a plenty mean pup. Put Sam on the scent, and he never let up. Spent his nights on the porch, chewing on a bare bone. Now he's underground, and I'm all alone. Well, a good dog on the ground's worth 3 in the saddle, no matter where you're from. Been many good dog was a friend to a man, but Sam was the greatest one. He was a hound of hounds, he was the wonder of all walkers. He loved howling at the moon, he loved treeing that raccoon. Most of all, he was my best friend, and he's gone too soon.
Man, I wish I was like talented enough to write something
just sing
like that.
a song.
That was a very nice song.
Oh, it's definitely the melodies. Yeah, it's. I mean,
So is that him singing all of it?
that's a good question. I would imagine so, but I can't confirm or deny it.
Okay. I mean, it would probably be easier, I guess, if it was just him.
Probably
layered on himself.
Let's play it one more time. Let's give it another listen.
It sounded like a few people to me.
Yeah. Okay. No. I mean, it's just
Yeah, I don't know.
fun things to think about.
Yeah, country's definitely always been something I grew up on. Granted, I grew up on like that commercial, like late '90s, early 2000s country, where it was like you were getting into the kind of what we were talking about earlier, the island vibes or like the alternative vibes. It was where country stopped being country and began its decline into your Luke Bryans and stuff like that we had today. That luckily there's a resurgence coming with like Sturgill Simpsons and Zach Bryan and Tyler Childers and Coulter Wall and like all these actual outlaw kind of stepping away from the pop country.
My dad used to like listen to that kind of stuff, and I always listened to it, but I never knew who was playing or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, as a Californian, I've almost never heard country and didn't care for it.
It gets a bad rap, especially by most of the average consumer, mainly because of what we were surrounded by and stuff like what the record labels were pushing off on us. Like there was a moment back in like 2010 where the country scene started to like you had independent country artists that were coming out of Nashville and stuff like that that were coming up, but then a little band called Florida Georgia Line that was produced by Nelly came out and just completely
Nelly?
Nelly.
Yeah.
The Nelly.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, he produced all of Florida Georgia Line. If you'll remember, I believe he did a song with, I think it was Tim McGraw, which was like the first country rap.
Yeah.
I can't keep picturing you and him. I mean, it's so bad. I can't get whatever.
With all the auto tune and stuff.
Yeah,
country with auto tune just.
And that was.
I just feel funny about it.
It put country back, and it made this pop country thing that whenever you turn on a radio station you hear, but it goes so much deeper, and maybe I like it that way, to be honest.
I started to be okay with country, living here for almost 10 years, but the best, I guess, introduction was on tour with you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did we listen to?
I have no idea, but I was like, you know what, this isn't bad.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I've,
and that's
leaned
all,
over
that's
and was
all
like,
country strives for. It's just, hey,
is this country?
Man,
I'm like,
that
yeah.
ain't bad.
it's not bad.
Okay. My ears aren't bleeding. Okay, I'm all right with this.
So what did your parents listen to
I grew up
growing up?
either gangster rap, new wave, or Motown or reggae.
Okay.
No, that was pretty much it.
I mean, Motown, yeah, I mean, I've listened to all that growing up too, but I like how you said you never heard country, so never heard country.
Well, I mean, I've heard it, but it wasn't on the daily rotation. You know what I mean?
They have country stations. And,
yeah. What's weird is my mom loves country. She just never played it. Yeah, until recently, and we're like, where did this come from?
That's a weird thing to do. I love this stuff so much, but I must sustain.
It gets me all hot and bothered.
Oh shit!
Probably.
Is that what it was?
When
George Strait's puts on them starched Wranglers.
Well, let's move it along. Let's talk about this next song. This is your band.
This is a song that I wrote. Actually,
which is Trash Cat.
Yeah.
One of his bands.
You got me all flustered. I don't like talking about my own stuff.
No, you don't have to.
Wait, what bands are you in? Please remind us. I don't remember.
I'm in a band. Trash Cat is a band I started. I play guitar. It's just songs that I've written over the years, and then I'm in another band with our boy Tom here called Burdener. It's it is. I don't know what to call it. I scream a lot, and I get to do stuff I never thought I'd get to do musically. Never thought that I could do, but somehow,
that's growth. That's growth.
That is growth. Yeah,
Growth with 2 W's.
But this next song
growth.
is called 132 Rats, and
I love this. It's my favorite Trash Cast.
It's the first song I ever wrote, and it's funny today on Facebook. I hardly ever check my memories, but for whatever reason, I did today, and I saw that. What caused me to write this song, what caused me to start playing guitar, the events that led to that happened today, 8 years ago.
That's what this song is about?
I'm sure I've told y'all both this story.
You have, but you haven't told the listeners.
Yeah, I'll tell the listeners.
Make it quick.
That's a long one. So over here off of the Hong Kong market, not too far from here, I think it's off of Bel Air. The company that I was working for at the time got hired to take care of a rat problem they were having. And it was just me and this guy named Tran. It's a little Asian dude.
Like Messiah.
I know, he looked right at me.
It's more.
He was a gentleman.
It's more the size than anything
Not
else.
that it mattered.
He was a tiny dude. The tiny dude, I think, does matter. He was a small guy.
Okay.
But anyway, we get hired to come trap these rats, and so we buy 500 wooden snap traps. And there's some big hunkers, and we're setting them out, but we're just putting peanut butter on them. We're not setting the traps out because we want them to get used to eating this bait. And so the first couple nights, I'm going out there at 10 o'clock at night, staying until 4 in the morning. So the first couple nights, we're just putting these traps out, and I'm seeing all these rats, because we're not killing them yet. We're feeding them. And they got a kitchen in the back of this warehouse, and that they make all the barbecue that they sell out front in this grocery store. I don't know if y'all have ever been. Hong Kong Market is a interesting place to be. It's got a little strip mall inside of it with a big old grocery store. But anyway, I'm seeing there's this rat that I see just crawling around the pipes in this kitchen in the back, and it looks like a dachshund, it's big.
Whoa.
It's a big rat, and I know we're gonna catch it, but it's still
I'm gonna get that one.
I'm gonna get that one. Right. Anyway, so we do this what we call pre-baiting for 3 nights, and then on the 4th night we start setting the traps, and that's when we start catching them. And I might be getting a little ahead of myself, but in the morning times, so I'd finish up around 4 in the morning, and then around 7 in the morning I'd have to go pick up all these traps because it's a grocery store. They can't just have traps laying around, even if they're not set. And so each morning I'm picking them up, and Tran's boss, who's this big Chinese dude, huge, 6'5", hands the size of my face, he'd be yelling at Tran, asking him why we haven't caught anything, and he didn't understand that we're doing pre-baiting, that we're feeding them right now, and he'd be yelling at him. And then whenever we finally started catching them, now he's yelling at them in the mornings because there's blood everywhere, there's rat fecal matter on top of product and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's yelling at him really hard, and I'm getting to know this guy Tran, and I asked him one night why'd your boss always yell at you? And he's just well, the health inspector's coming next Wednesday. I'm oh, okay, that's why y'all are getting this all done, so that way y'all can pass the health inspection. And there's again his boss is just yelling at him every morning. Tran's definitely doing drugs, got a long pinky nail and all that good stuff. And I remember asking him one night, I was because we're up till 4 in the morning, we got to be back at 7. I was where do you live? Do you go home and go to sleep, or what do you do? Because I'm going home, sleeping at my girl's place at the time, and then coming, I'm getting an hour's worth of sleep and then coming back.
Yeah.
And he's oh, I go home and I stay up because I'm afraid that I'm not going to come into work. I'm going to fall asleep. Why are you afraid if you're a little late? And he's my boss will be mean to me. I'm oh, okay. I get that. I don't want to be yelled at either. Anyway, skip ahead. We finish up. We killed 132 rats.
Hence the name of the song.
Mm-hmm. And
or did we say the name of the song yet?
Yeah, I think so. Anyway,
we did now. Yeah.
Well, now we have.
We killed 132 of them. We did catch that big one. He weighed 21 pounds.
A 21 pound
21
rat.
pound rat.
What'd y'all do with it? Did y'all play football with it outside?
No, I threw it away. I threw it away. But like, I kid you not, there was rat crap and blood like everywhere. Like someone had to clean it up in the morning. I wasn't gonna do it, but someone had to. And anyway, so we finish up. I'm back on like Saturday morning picking up all the traps to leave. There's still rats running around. Like the issue's not taken care of. It's a lot better not taken care of. Anyway, Wednesday comes around, just a normal day. Health inspector comes. I don't know anything about it, but Thursday morning when I'm going to work, I'm listening to the radio to know how to get there with traffic and whatnot. Listen to talk radio, and I hear that there was a murder-suicide at the Hong Kong market in the back of the warehouse. That the warehouse worker shot the manager and then killed himself with a .50 caliber handgun, like a Desert Eagle. And again,
oh my God,
Tran was the size of Messiah. He was a small man. Big gun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big gun.
That's brutal.
Yeah, and so I heard that. I looked it up online. I found it. That's how I found out how to spell his name. He said his name was Tran, but it was spelled like Thang.
Oh,
Okay.
Damn, that's crazy. So then you went home and wrote the best song in the world?
I wouldn't say I went home and wrote the best song in the world, but I did decide that day was like, because I was in another band that I played drums for, Savita D, that I wrote a lot of the lyrics to, and I was like, we got to write a song about this. But then I started learning how to play guitar, and I was like, I don't want to play drums anymore. I want to play guitar and write my own songs. And I wrote that song, and that's whenever I decided, like, that I was going to do that. And that became this song right here.
All right, yeah, let's check it out. Now that we've heard the scenic version of that story.
Yeah, sorry, it's a little long-winded.
This is Trash Cats, 132 Rats.
Tranny was from South Korea, and you have probably never seen him, and I'll never see him again. His pinky nails were a little long. Those drugs he was doing must have been just a little too strong for him to do what he did. He didn't like to go to sleep, 'cause he didn't think that he'd wake up. Tranny lived all alone. He stayed up late doing God who knows, probably watched TV till he went to work. His Tran was the man, and he walked across the land, and he had a 50 caliber pistol in his hand, and I can't believe what he did.
Yeah, we put those gunshots in there in the end because we thought like that would be really Houston, Texas of us.
I didn't. Was there really?
I didn't even
Oh,
notice
I
him.
didn't even
There's
hear
2
him.
gunshots right there before the crazy freak out. He shot his boss in the head, gunshot, and then right there at the very
nice.
end. It lines up with the snare, but
Oh, yeah, okay.
okay,
I
that's
thought
what I
I
was
heard a
saying. I thought
snare
it was-
that sounded
yeah,
weird.
it's one of those things that you don't notice when it's there, but you notice if it wasn't.
Okay. Yeah, when y'all came and did a Long River session and y'all played that was one of my favorite songs because of the way y'all just go off at the end. Like, it totally fits the crazy story. And then, like, the maniacal, like, crazy ending.
Yeah, I really should have quit while we were ahead.
What?
Should have quit while I was ahead. That was the first song I ever wrote. It was really good. But then,
nah, man. Y'all have written lots of good songs. But that was a good one.
What is it? Timeshare.
oh, Timeshare Commune.
That one.
Thanks. That was so. These songs that I've written, if you go and you listen to what we have on Spotify, Trash Cat with a K,
Official.
Timeshare Commune is the only song out of these, I think, 9 songs that we have online that I actually wrote with the rest of the band. Every other song.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I started out as an acoustic act, like just learning how to play guitar and playing for myself. And I wrote all these songs over 4 years. Like I started in 2016, and then I think it wasn't until like 2018 that I started playing with a band and just playing these songs that I had written. And I'm kind of back to that now. I'm not playing with a band, Trash Cat, right now. I'm back into this writing mode because I realized that I hadn't written songs in so long. Like this one song, Timeshare Commune, is the only thing, and it took us 4 years to write it. I mean,
That's just not good enough.
Yeah.
Garrett.
Well, we
Yeah,
didn't start working on it for 4 years, and then like it didn't take us 4 years. But I realized, like, man, I haven't written a song in a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm not writing songs very fast with a band, so I'm gonna take some time, do some stuff on my own, figure out how I'm feeling, because all my songs are about something I'm going through or something I've experienced. They're all, I needed to stop playing songs that I've been playing for years and started experiencing some new stuff.
You get to do that with Burner.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Burner's a great vice for me. Like I pretty much get to go in there and say whatever I want, and as long as it sounds cool. Learn how to scream. Man, I didn't think I could do this.
We definitely need a song about boots now. I'm ready for it. Personally, now that I've owned boots for 3 days.
All right, let's go through. Let's do a little round table. What's your favorite song about boots that we got top of the head?
Boot Scoot and Boogie.
Okay.
It's the only one I know. Oh no, I know. I could think of a couple other ones.
These boots are made for walking.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean, all
soundtrack.
right. Well,
Or-
then that's all I have.
The Toby Keith song, "Whoop, just put a boot in your ass." It's the American way. You can't forget
Air Force Ones.
the urban
That's
boot.
a song about boots.
The urban boot. That's right.
Yeah, man. It's the cement boot.
I mean, yeah.
Concrete.
There was like a gangster rap guy from San Francisco that had, I think, 2 words, like stomping in my steel toe, headed for the murder show.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a claim to fame.
Sibo.
So you brought some other music that is not yours.
Yeah, I only brought one that was this next song, I think it's First Thought, Worst Thought,
Yeah,
Shangri-La. It was this band, not even this band, the people that made up this band I came up with in the music scene in College Station. I never lived in College Station, but my other band would go there a lot, and we played with this band called Adults that later would make up this band First Thought, Worst Thought.
So
And,
is this a Houston band or a Texas band?
they're a Texas band.
Local-ish.
They're from like College Station.
Okay.
They're a college band.
Nice.
That started directly after they all left College Station. So I guess they're an Austin band. I really don't know. All I know that my friend Mo, Elijah, and
Uh-oh.
I just blanked on his name.
how disappointing for them. They're gonna be
It's
listening
okay.
and like, oh,
Elijah was definitely the Paul Joyner. That was his name. See,
okay.
both look him up.
You googled that real fast. No, just kidding.
Go ahead, add him on Instagram.
I'm just joking.
Tell him I sent you. And that I almost forgot his name. But Elijah was he's this big, like 6'4" black dude that has a beautiful voice, and but he in his old, he doesn't do it in this band, but I like First Thought Worst Thought a little bit more, but he was in this band Adults, and he would do this like weird tiptoe through the what was that guy's name?
Tiny Tim.
He'd do like a Tiny Tim thing with his voice, and it was really cool. So you should definitely look up Adults, all lowercase, Brian, Texas, on Bandcamp. You should check them out. But this song's called Shangri-La by First Thought Worst Thought, and it's a really pretty song about just wanting to disappear and not be on this earth anymore.
Well, I feel that. All right, well, let's check it out.
Well,
Let's check it
yeah, Roland Frank DJ.
When I was a teen, I wanted to leave. I head to Shangri-La in the east.
I like that last
little
tangerine. Or is it a shaker?
Oh, it sounded like one of the little eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like
sound
that.
an egg.
I was kind of surprised at the snare drum sound. For some, I guess maybe they had like a percussionist. I was like, "What? How are they doing that?" It almost sounded like a sample, but it was obviously real. So I mean, they were like hitting
I don't
something.
know.
That was cool.
This guy would just record everything in his closet. And he was a talented guy. I wish he'd still made music. I remember the day he told me that he was going to stop making music because it wasn't doing anything for him anymore, which it was sad.
I think it's always strange when somebody makes that like definitive decision. I know a few people that have done it, and it's like, oh, I just don't do it anymore. Even like people that were really good, like this person. It's like, why would you say I'm just never gonna do it again?
Yeah, I don't. He gave me a reason back then. I don't know if I can remember it or if it just doesn't make sense to me now. But he was going through a lot, just dealing with a bunch of stuff on the day to day, and I think he just got tired of it, and I think he just kind of fell off the face of the earth. And
I mean, I get it. People go through like phases, and
I think this has lasted like 10 years.
and, hey, I just started wearing cowboy boots, and it's gonna be a long time.
I see no end in
It was
sight.
It was a
No
long,
end in
yeah,
sight.
yeah. It's just like quitting music.
No. The only other band that I think this is their similar backstory is the guy from Neutral Milk Hotel. I think he just did like 2 albums and I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
I just needed to get this out there.
I kind of feel that same way, honestly. Like
Jeff Magnum
with music that I've written, it's just like because like we released Trash Cat released our second EP and then we had a show and released it and then didn't play a show for like another 6 months just because I felt like it was done. Like I wrote these songs to get myself through like a time in my life, and it did its job. The person that wrote those songs doesn't exist anymore, kind of thing. So maybe I'll just use that as a cop out to stop playing, like writing my own stuff.
No.
I think I might. I don't know.
No, you know, one thing that I got when I was in school, I got some advice from a teacher, and they were like, don't force anything, or else you'll start to resent it. You know, like if you go through a swing of not wanting to work on music, then the best thing you can do is just do what you want to do for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
Because you'll want to do music again eventually, you know?
Absolutely. And I think, like, I don't think it's music. I think it's just specifically that. Like, because I love doing Burner. Burner's so much fun. Like, it's a breath of fresh air. I get to do stuff that I can just unapologetically do whatever I want, and if as long as it sounds good.
Yeah.
And I'm always going to be my hardest critic and harshest critic. And everything that I do with Burner I like because it's just like whatever I want, and y'all are cool with it too, which is fun. I don't have anyone in back of their head saying, well, why don't we do it this way?
I think that's because one of the things we focus on is like trying to embrace what they're bringing to the table. You know, like I've been in so many bands where somebody is dictating everything or something all the time, or they're trying to stick to like they want this specific vibe. Like, no, this has to sound like my favorite album. It's like, well, that album's already been out.
Oh yeah, right.
I don't know.
I hate that. I mean, I'll say that's definitely a benefit of especially me with Burner is like people could say like, oh, you sound like this, you sound like this, and I'd have no idea what they're talking about. Whereas like people come up to me all the time and be like, oh yeah, I definitely get Modest Mouse. I'm just like, yeah, you're the 100th person to say that.
Really?
About Trash Cat. Yeah. I get,
Trash Cat.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
heard the right Modest Mouse.
I mean, when people said that Burner sounded like Me Without You, which
yeah.
I've listened to before. I know they have a very wide discography, and their sound definitely changes from album to album. But I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't get it at all.
I had never heard of them before that, and I listened to it, I was like, oh yeah, I get why people would say that. Me Without You. The vocals sound...
I get it now for sure.
Yeah.
Like after listening to like their first couple albums, I'm like, oh, the vocals for sure. The good
nothing else.
Yeah, I can
only the vocals.
Yeah, I can speak on my inspiration and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As far as like what the vocals sound like, yeah, I know what the vocals sound like because I've heard those bands. But like, as far as the music goes, I have no idea what y'all are. Like, I don't know what kind of band. I don't know what kind of music y'all are playing. I know what, you know what I mean. I know what I'm singing, but I don't know what music y'all are playing. I'm just singing to it.
I love that, man. I feel like that everybody has a hard. I mean, I feel like now we should play a Burner song since we have been talking about it, but we don't have one lined up in the queue, and you can look us up. I'd rather you go look us up on Instagram.
Yeah,
and follow us.
get us those. Well, yeah, get us those plays. Get us those streams.
At Bird BRDNER.
Man, I have such a hard time telling when people ask what our Instagram is because I'm like, oh, it's our name, but there's a missing vowel. I don't know which one's missing. And I know that was my idea. I was like, guys, it's really cool. It's really cool
trendy right now
to do your Instagram of just consonants and like maybe one vowel
No
in there.
vowels.
But I'm dyslexic, and
It's marketing, man. It makes people have to think harder when they think about you. That way it implants it in their noggin a little further.
or like, oh, I have to think hard about this. I'm not gonna think about this at all.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would,
Dude,
No.
just do the QR code on your phone, dude.
I stopped doing that because I never ever use it. I
Really?
never think to.
Dude, I use it more often than not.
Yeah.
Because everyone's always asking for a card, and I was like, I don't have a card, and I don't want it here.
You're the
And they're
tech
like,
guy,
oh.
though.
Yeah, that's true. You're techie.
Yeah, well, you can't just.
This guy doesn't own a computer.
But you have a phone.
You see his beard?
I'm definitely the least technical person.
Yeah,
He lives
that I
under
know.
a wheelbarrow.
he does.
No, I'm just joking.
I actually just bought a wheelbarrow the other day.
That's how you know you're grown up.
I needed a house.
I needed a house.
I needed a house. I was like,
Abby kicked me out. Wouldn't bought a wheelbarrow.
it's good. It acts as a bucket and a home.
Well, let's move along to the next song that you brought us
What is that? Is that
from
a
Billy Strings.
Billy Strings? That's in a baggie. So I had a moment in my 20s. I had a moment in my 20s where, man, the worst thing was hearing those birds chirping in the morning.
I think you'll get what he means when you hear this.
Yeah. And that sun shining through the broken blinds that are hanging in your third ward apartment window. Everything that led up to it was great, but this moment is just awful. And that's kind of what this song's about. Waking up in prison.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, is it about waking up in prison?
No.
No.
That's about
What are you talking
I know.
about?
I was so confused. I was like,
Sorry, Garrett is an artist. Okay, so he has an artistic mind.
the most.
That'd be crazy
That
if you
sounded really bad. I didn't mean for that to be a joke.
you just slept straight through the trial and everything, and now you're in prison. All county's just a blur.
No, this is about seeing the sun through the blinds and not having gone to bed yet, I think you meant to say.
Oh,
The prison
yeah.
of the mind.
Oh, the prison of the
I was like, that's so artsy.
artsy. Yeah, no, the song's called Dust in a Bag, so now you get what we're trying to say. Let's check it out. This is Dust in a Bag from Billy Strings.
I ain't slept in 7 days, I haven't ate in 3. Methamphetamine has got a damn good hold of me. My tweaker friends have got me to the point of no return. I just took the lighter to the bulb and watched it burn. This life of sin has got me in. Well, it's got me back in prison once again. I used my own phone call to contact my daddy. I got 20 long years for some dust in a baggie. To what Mom and Papa said, I wouldn't be locked up in prison, troubled in the head. I took that little pipe and sucked into my mind with spun. But I got 20 years to sit and think of what I've done. This life of sin has got me in. Well, it's got me back in prison once again. I used my only phone call to contact my daddy. I got 20 long years for some dust in a bag. Where my little life went wrong. These old jailhouse blues have got me singing this old song. Well, my life is a disaster, Lord, and I feel so ashamed. Cause I'm where they call me by a number, not a name. And this life of sin has got me in. Well, it's got me back in prison once again. Used my only phone call to contact my daddy. I got 20 long years for some dust in a baggie. Sin has got me in. Well, it's got me back in prison once again. I used my only phone call to contact my daddy. I got 20 long years for some dust in a baggie. I used my only phone call to
Contact my daddy. I got 20 long years for some dust in a baggie. So yeah, bluegrass holds a special place in my heart. It's just so fast and upbeat, especially that song. That song's like really brought country back for me at least.
I was trying to find the Poor Boy Working Blues song that Bong Wizard covers, but I couldn't find where to buy it. I couldn't find it online.
Bong Wizard's messing up, man.
No. I mean the original version.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you sure Bong Wizard didn't write the original?
They didn't. They definitely did. They did not.
They, them.
I mean, there's something to be said about a music that you can only find physically. You know,
You can find YouTube videos of it too. If you ever want to doom scroll on some bluegrass, there's a strong start at the Poor Boy Working Blues. I forget the name of the guys that wrote it, but it's a really good song.
I'll need a producer that can be on that real quick.
Yeah, you're right. We need somebody in the corner that's just Googling everything for us.
Sounds awful.
Not just sleeping over there. She could put herself to use.
Yeah, put her to
The
work.
kitty, the cat.
The kitty.
Yeah, I wish I could just. Billy Strings is a very talented guitar player too. Like he rips on it, but he's also a good songwriter, which is something to be said.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it, dude. He sounded like he had partaken a little bit of the dust in the baggie.
Oh, yeah.
His hands didn't stop that whole
Yeah,
time.
Yeah, I
man,
know.
I don't
It was
understand
going.
how it happened. I don't understand how it works. Whenever I do anything like that, my hands cramp up.
My hands cramp up.
I get dry and I can't do anything.
Speaking of dry, let's talk about the next song.
Boring,
Beef
dull.
No, we weren't going to, but we figured since we talked about Bird Nerve quite a bit, we decided to throw one in here at the end.
Heck yeah.
You don't wanna, I don't know. I guess the mystery would have been cool, but I also love this song.
Yeah, going into this song, I kind of want to test out Tom's editing skills. So this fucking song, it's gonna it's gonna. The song's called "Fucking Highway Fucking Water on the Fucking Road."
That's not what it's called. All right, well, let's check it out.
Yes, let's check it out.
we learned how to bleep out curse words today, and Garrett's really excited about it.
Well, you don't. I think it's 10,000 hours before you become a master at something.
Oh yeah,
So
that's true.
You got
So you got your first 10 minutes.
I do need pride. This is only our 9th episode.
Yeah. It's like 10 minutes of takes 10 minutes of editing for
What?
10 seconds of cussing.
No, it wasn't.
It was way less than 10 seconds, though, wasn't it?
I don't know. Oh well,
Well,
whatever.
that's what
we won't get
want.
into the
Well,
technicalities
Garrett,
of it.
it's been a pleasure to have you.
Thanks. I really didn't know how this was gonna go. I feel like I just ramble on, but I'm glad that y'all had a good time. I had a blast.
I wish I would have thought to tell you to bring some vinyls, because you have a bunch of vinyl.
I do. I have a great collection. I'm very proud of my collection.
That's amazing.
Next time you have us on, we could
Us, the royal us.
Who's that?
That's how I talk at work too. The royal we, like, we're gonna do this one. Really, it's just me. You're not doing
Just me.
nothing.
I'm the only one here.
But I want to make you feel like you're a part of it.
Yeah, you wanted to present like you're a part of a team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what we do here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I definitely feel
Teamsies.
when you're here, you're a team.
Yeah.
It's like Olive Garden for
Olive
sure.
Family style? Wait, what's...
No.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, I haven't been there in a while. I
Neither
always
have
go
I.
there for never-ending
I
pasta
haven't
bowls.
felt like family in a long time.
It's because you haven't gone
I
to
haven't gone to Olive Garden.
Olive Garden enough.
Is there
Last
one?
time I was at an Olive Garden, I was throwing up in their parking lot.
Did
Yeah,
you
I-
make it in?
No.
Oh,
I didn't.
okay. Let's
Was
just
it
make
before or after?
I was
Yeah,
I was
I
I
guess
was
that's
headed
the
home somewhere at like 2 in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah. Again, I had a thing in my 20s.
Oh, well, we're coming up to the end of our show. Do you have anything you want to plug? Anything you have going on? Other than Birdner?
No, not really. I mean, Burner, we're writing stuff, we're recording stuff. There's things in the works that I hear about that I have no idea that have to do with anything that I'm not at liberty to talk with. But
An NDA, gotcha.
soon, though.
yeah, soon.
Perhaps.
Big things coming is what they say on the internet.
Yeah,
or
we
something
put it on
like that.
Facebook and everything.
Yeah,
No.
big things.
Big things coming.
I'm working. I'm making moves in silence. I'm telling you right now. I'm making moves in silence right now. I'm making moves silently that you don't know about. That are going to be moves that you don't know about.
Whoa.
That you don't know.
We got some exciting things coming up. Just writing music is exciting with these guys. I feel like I get to scream and say whatever's on my mind. It's changed me as a writer and an artist in general. I think of it totally different after being in this band. It's been so much fun. Really excited to see where it goes to.
Yeah, me too. Especially after we record this new song we just finished. Because this is the first song that we've wrote as this band. With all the members that are in it right now.
Yeah, I definitely still feel like I sit back and I write my stuff on myself. Y'all are what create the shape of the song, and I just come in and add my thing, and I like it that way. It makes it easier on me. But I do appreciate that y'all hear me out whenever I do have suggestions, and then completely ignore them. It's great.
No. We don't ignore all of them.
Just most of them?
I am I'm very self-aware. Whenever I have an idea and someone says, maybe not that one, I tend to agree very quickly.
Well, that's part of the building process. That's how it goes.
Anyway, I like screaming in bands. It's fun. I'm getting better at it. We had rehearsal last night. I woke up with a headache this morning.
Really?
From screaming?
Yeah.
Oof.
I'd never take headache medicine ever, and I get to work. I'm like to my coworker, "Hey, dude, she always has medicine. Can I get some medicine?" She had the good stuff, the Advil liquid gels.
Ooh.
It was like before I knew it, I felt better.
Well, it did feel I don't know. We practiced at a pretty dingy place. It felt kind of muggy and
I don't think it was that. I think it was just like I'm because I'm relying less on those pedals, I'm definitely pushing myself again, and it's just like working on the letting things out and then breathing in, letting it out, breathing in during like phrases, not just taking a deep breath, doing a phrase, and then finally breathing in again, breathing in during the phrases. It's difficult and it's hard.
Well, breathing's important.
It is important, and it gave me a headache for 16 hours.
All this breathing.
16-hour headache.
I don't know if it was 16.
I mean,
when did
but
we start?
it's
We
probably
stopped
a long
at 8.
time.
12 hours. I woke up at 8 o'clock this morning, so 12 hours. I had a headache throughout. I didn't feel it while I was sleeping, obviously, but when I woke up, I felt it. So it was there.
Maybe you're just hungover.
Nope. That was the least we've ever drunk out of practice.
Yeah, you're right.
And the 2 years I've been playing with y'all, I drank 3 beers, which is the least amount I've drank.
That's true.
I mean, I guess all that singing makes you thirsty.
Alex forces us. He holds us at gunpoint and forces us to shotgun beers.
Is it Alex or is it you and Alex?
I'm blaming Alex 100%.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're running out of time.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to me.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for coming, especially on such short notice.
I just waved at the microphone.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
that's okay.
The microphone saw it.
They can feel the
wave.
the vibe of your goodbye.
Can you feel this?
Don't do that.
Can they feel
It's
this?
an ASMR show now.
Yeah, they can.
Guess what he's doing? Bleep, 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 bleep.
All right, goodbye, folks.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
This has been the Long River Sessions radio show on KPFT HD2 in cahoots with the living art. I'm Tom.
I'm just kidding. I'm Messiah.
I'm Garrett. Go f*** yourself.
Signing out.
You are listening to the Long River Radio Show on Houston's KPFT HD2, streaming worldwide.